What's up, guys? Welcome to Glanimal. I know for a fact that you guys have some chores you need to get done. Whether it's homework or maybe you need to clean your house, maybe you got tasked out with something at work and it needs to be done by the end of the week, whatever it is, there's some shit that you probably need to get done. You're probably looking at those problems like, fuck, I don't want to do that shit right now. Maybe you want to do something better. Maybe you want to go practice your underwater basket weaving, whatever it is. But let me tell you something. You could actually make your chores into something more appealing. Now, let me ask you a quick question. What sounds better, chore or game? You're probably thinking game. Game sounds better. I mean, it kind of triggers your competitive mindset that humans naturally have, or it also kind of makes things sound more fun, more appealing. Like video games. The word game is in video games. That video games are fun. Or maybe football game. Football's fun too. Games are just simply more fun than chores. Everyone can agree on that. And if you don't agree with that, then you're probably on the wrong video. So what if you can make chores into games? Hear me out on this. This is something I used to do when I was younger. So before I tell you that, I just want to let you guys know that everyone has experienced being, lazy, procrastinating on the chores that need to be done and letting it snowball to the point where it blows up in your face later on. Maybe you let your house collect dust and get really dirty, and over time you have a whole pile of dishes on the counter. And by the way, yes, I'm talking from experience, and your house gets extremely dirty because you just put it off for too long and it just blows up in your face. You're like, oh fuck, I need to clean this place today because I can't live like this anymore. We've all been there, where maybe you put off too much homework and next thing you know, your grades start blowing up in your face and everything's just going wrong with school, whether you're in college, high school, middle school, whatever it is. We've all been there. That is something that's relatable to almost everyone you could possibly meet. Even the people that are most successful, they have fallen victim to being lazy. Everyone's done it. This is how as a kid, this is how I made chores into a more fun thing to do. Because I know chores are just, the word just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Nobody wants to do chores. Remember your parents say, hey, do your chores, whatever. That shit just, it almost pisses me off. The word just, it does not sit right in my head. Change the word into game, right? So, let me give you an example. The other day, me and my wife were just, hanging out in the house. We were kind of being lazy. It was a weekend. We were just, we definitely know the house was kind of getting dirty and we had a lot of shit to do. So I just went up to my wife. I literally just walked. She was sitting on the couch in the living room. I just walked right up to her. I was like, hey, babe, I'm going to set a timer for an hour. We got to clean the entire house in 1 hour. We have 1 hour. We can get it done. We're going to get the house done in just 1 hour. Cleaning the house is not a fun task. Folding the clothes, doing the dishes, or whatever it is, it's just miserable. But I made it into a timed event. I made it into something that's like, we have to beat the timer. We have 1 hour to get the entire house clean. It actually became fun. Now, my porch that I'm standing on right now got extremely dirty. My back porch had, it just had shit all over it. Not actual feces, but it just had stuff all over it. Our backyard had garbage in it. The house was a fucking mess. We had dishes in the sink. We had clothes that were not folded sitting in the fucking closet, and we had laundry that was not done. And I'm gonna tell you right now, our house was. If you looked at our house that day, you would have thought it took us like maybe 2.5 hours to get that shit clean, if not more. But we got that shit done in 45 minutes. We had 15 minutes walking through the house trying to find more shit to clean. Things that we were not even thinking of when we thought of cleaning the house. Things we were not even like, all right, we need to get this done. It was like tasks that we created new tasks. That's how much time we had. 15 minutes is enough to get a lot of shit done. We turned something that is extremely boring, extremely miserable, into something that's extremely fun. That time flew by so fucking quick that I looked at my wife at the end. I was like, how the fuck was that an hour? I swear, I mean this. I really fucking mean this. It felt like 20 minutes. There was no way that was an hour. I still, to this day, I'm like wondering, how the fuck did we time travel? That was insane. It was like, we did this like, I feel like it was like a month ago. I don't remember exactly when, but it was like a month ago when we did that. And that's an example of like a game. We made it into a game. But time flew. It was actually fun. We were like, holy shit, how much time do we got left? We kept like, how much time we got left? And we just got it done. It was extremely fun. We cleaned the house, something that's extremely boring. Normally it's extremely boring, but it was actually fun. I'm telling you, time flew for me. It was insane. Like, we got the entire house clean. It was spotless. We had the porch done. We had garbage picked up from the backyard. We had like a couple things we forgot because we were in such a rush, but the house in general was clean. Like, someone could have went in our house and said, holy shit, you guys' house is really clean. It looked like we were expecting company. That's how clean it was. You guys ever had company over and you clean your house so that way it looks like you're presentable? It looked like the president was on his way to our house right now or something. That's how clean the house was. There was like some parts we just forgot to, handle at the end. Like, oh shit, I forgot to clean my shed or something like that. But the house was presentable. It looked really fucking nice. Now, I've been doing this since I was a kid. Like, my parents would give me a chore and they'd be like, hey, Ben, you can't do this until you clean your room. You can't go to your friend's house until you clean your room, whatever it is. What I would do is I'd set like a 20-minute timer. Or, I probably didn't have a phone at the time, but I would do something. I'd have my radio on or something, and I'd be like, all right, I got 10 songs to clean my room. And I'd just figure out something to make the game, I'd make the chore fun in some way, shape, or form. Let me think of something that I used to do back then. Hold on. So what I would do is I'd like fold like 10 pieces of clothing. I'd go in my closet and fold some clothes. I'd count like 10 pieces of clothing that I fold, and then I'd go to a different part of the room and do 10 of that and then 10 of that, and I'd watch the room just get cleaner and cleaner as I went to different parts of the room. I know it sounds crazy and it sounds like what the fuck, you're running around your room like a fucking, I can't say that. I don't need my YouTube channel getting canceled this early, so I'd look crazy, okay? And but it made it fun. You can use your imagination. You can find a way to make a chore fun. I promise you. You can find ways. Think of sports you've done or whatever it is. Try to make it into a sport, whatever it is. I heard something weird in the woods. Anyways, that's all you have to do to make chores fun. Make it into a game. Use your imagination. You don't have to take my advice on like the timing things, but that's what works for me. If I time something, I'm getting it done really fucking quick. If I have some work I gotta do, I'm gonna get it done if I set a timer and say, I need to get it done before this timer. I don't know why, I don't know how, but all I can say is it fucking works. It works for me. But anyways, guys, I know this video is pretty short, but there's really not much more to say. Make your chore into a game and it'll freaking work. I promise. It will work. Trust me. Alright, stay on that Glanimal grind set, y'all.